Does working in a startup hurt your resume for MNC career later on? A lot of people at Career Earth ask us this question. The truth is that this question is not really about resumes, it's about fear. Fear of being unemployable, fear of making an irreversible mistake in your career, the fear of being silently rejected, and more importantly, the fear of being perceived as too risky. When people ask, will working in a startup hurt my resume for MNCs later? What they are really asking is, will this choice quietly ruin my future options? And the honest answer is yes. Some startup resumes do hurt you in MNC hiring, but not for the reasons people think. Not because startups are bad, not because MNCs are snobs, not because brand is everything, but because MNC hiring is built on one thing, and that is comparability. And most startup resumes are not comparable. So the question to ask is, how do MNCs actually hire? MNCs don't hire based on stories. They hire based on benchmarks, calibration, role equivalence between startup and the MNC, predictability in terms of your performance, and of course, risk minimization. They want to know if this person is similar to someone we have hired before and that person has done well. They want to be able to compare performances. Startup resumes often fail this test, not because the person is bad, but because the resume is uncalibrated. And then you have the silent rejection problem. Here's the most dangerous part. MNCs rarely reject startup candidates openly. They don't say, you are too risky. They just don't call you. There is no feedback, there is no explanation, there is no final closure. So, what does this do to you? It creates self doubt. People think, am I not good enough? No, your resume is just not clear enough for the system to calibrate and take it forward. MNCs don't hate startups, they hate uncertainty. And most startup resumes sound uncertain. Let's discuss a few interesting things that we have observed at Career Earth. First one is ambiguous roles. People from startups say, I handled growth, I did operations. That means nothing. If instead the person says, built a referral program that increased signups from 1200 to 4800 in 6 months, or redesigned a delivery workflow, cutting turnaround time from 72 hours to 19 hours, that would sound more credible. MNCs don't hire roles, they hire clear responsibility. Then we have the problem of inflated titles. In a startup resume, you might find roles which say head of marketing at 24 years of age, director of strategy at 26. But how big was your team? How much budget did you manage? Where is the scale or growth of you and your team? Instead of saying head of marketing, if you were to say solo product manager for a B2C app with 40,000 monthly active users, built onboarding systems, payment and retention flows. That would help. Instead of writing VP of growth, you can say manage 25 lakhs per month and budget across Meta and Google, reduce customer acquisition cost by 31%. MNCs don't care about titles, they care about scope. And then we have the problem of the unverifiable scope. People coming from a startup saying, work closely with founders, helped in fundraising, improved processes. This is all unverifiable. Here you can make it real by detailing the scope. Here are a few examples. Built SME go-to-market plan that closed 3 enterprise clients worth $2 million. Prepared metrics and pitch deck used in $10 million seed round. MNCs trust change, not just the claims. Then we don't have any benchmarks. In startups, there are no benchmarks. What does fast growth imply? Or what does high engagement and strong traction imply? These are all meaningless terms for coming from startups. It would be more meaningful if you were to say revenue grew from 9 million to 27 million in 8 months. The 30-day retention increased from 18% to 41%. The bottom line is that if there is no baseline, then there is no proof. Startups perhaps take time in building systems. And recruiters in MNCs hear chaos when they read, did hiring end to end, managed customers end to end. You can structure it better. For example, build a 4-stage hiring funnel, sourcing, task, interview, onboarding. Created support SOPs with escalation rules and weekly net promoter score tracking. MNCs are not asking you, can you hustle? They ask, can you scale? And if you have systems, then only they will be able to scale. Startup resumes also say built community, created content, improved culture. Sounds nice, means nothing. You have to have metrics to measure it. For example, Discord grew from 0 to 11,000 members, 22% weekly active users, 120 posts, 1.8 impressions, 2004 inbound hits. If it wasn't measured, it never happened. If you can't measure something, how do you provide the proof point? So MNCs don't reject people. They reject vague stories, no numbers, no structure. If you come from a startup, don't change your past. Translate it better by understanding what needs to be fixed. At Career Earth, we meet 4 types of resumes from startups. The first one says, I did everything. And this is the most common resume that we receive. I handled marketing, operations, sales, product, finance. It sounds very impressive, but to an MNC recruiter, this sounds like I don't know what I actually do. This resume gets rejected silently. No phone calls coming for closure. Not because you are bad, because you are not classifiable. In other words, you are unclassifiable. What role should I fit you into the MNC? The second one is the founder light resume. These people use big words, built vision, owned strategy, drove growth, led transformation, but with no scale, no metrics, no reporting lines. So to an MNC recruiter, this looks like high ego, low signal. Harsh, but real. High ego, low signal. Then we see the third type of resume at Career Earth. Operators with no metrics. This person has worked very hard, great, but their resume says worked on X, helped with Y, assisted Z. Worked, helped, and assisted. There are no numbers. There is no ownership. There is no clear outcomes. MNCs don't know how to price this person. So what salary should I be offering this person if I was to hire this person? So either they underpay the person or they just ignore the person. And then we have the fourth type of resume which we receive, the translated operator. This person took chaos and converted it into systems, metrics, ownership, scale, and repeatability. This resume converts extremely well. Same work, just a different language. Translation here means taking your experience from a startup and trying to fit it into an MNC. When age plays an important role, switching between startup and MNCs. Now this is important. We all are getting older. If you have 0 to 2 years of experience, startups can help you. Why? Because expectations are low, MNCs are hiring for learning ability, adaptability, and exposure, which you will get a lot in a startup, but only if your resume shows structure, not chaos. But what if you have got 3 to 6 years of experience? Now, this is the danger zone. MNCs are now starting to expect clear specialization, measurable outcomes, comparable roles, and stability. They don't want you in one day, out the next day. If your startup resume will say, I did many things, then you are in trouble. Then we have people with more than 7 years of experience. Now, this is binary. Startup background can make you extremely valuable or completely uncalibratable, in which case you will get rejected. There is no middle path. Either you bring something to the table that the company desperately needs, or sorry. Either you look like a leader who builds systems or a chaotic generalist with no anchor. Let's talk to you through a couple of recent client examples from Career Earth. So we had somebody who's a 25-year-old from a startup, Ria, and she had worked at a startup for 3 years. So I asked her, what did she do there? Campaigns, hiring, partnerships, customer research, profiling. Her resume said handled multiple functions. She applied to multinational companies and no calls came. She thought, I am not good enough. The answer is no. The problem is the way she expressed it. Her resume was just not demonstrating the clarity that multinational companies are seeking. Then we had a 30-year-old from an MNC trying to join a startup. This also happens in reverse. MNC folks get rejected by startups too. Why? Because they sound too narrow, too slow. They are too dependent on systems and processes, and in a startup that takes time to build. They are too internal. They can't work somewhere outside the culture of an MNC. Both sides reject what they don't understand. MNC will reject a person coming from a startup and vice versa. The brutal truth is that resumes don't show effort, they show signal. MNCs don't care how hard you work, they care, can we slot you into our machine? If they can't see that, they skip. Now, startup people feel very betrayed when they come to us. They think, I worked harder than my MNC friends. True, you must have worked harder than them. But your effort is not translating into clarity. And clarity is what hiring systems use to hire you. The real risk of startups, not failure, not instability, but drift. People drift into vague roles, vague titles, vague stories. And then what does this vagueness do? It kills your mobility. Remember that your resume is a translation device. If you don't translate your work into scale, systems, ownership, repeatability, then MNCs will not be able to understand you. There will be no clarity and you're not getting a job in an MNC. Because MNCs are looking for clear role boundaries. They are looking to see if you can work in reporting structures, what your performance metrics are, what is the nature of your decision scope, can you handle stakeholder complexity, can you think in terms of systems because they are scaling big time. They don't want hustlers and they don't want chaos. Now, all this discussion will feel very unfair because startups teach you to move. MNCs hire you to fit. Two different logics. So what is the Career Earth truth? What we have come to find out is that startups don't ruin resumes. Untranslated startup experience does. And that is something we wanted to share with you. Now, in the closing, you must understand that if you get your startup resume properly sorted in such a manner that it can translate to the MNC requirements, then you will definitely have a job. And you can go and do what you feel. But till you get that resume and all those things we mentioned, which is translatable to an MNC, you are not getting what you want. As I often say, क्लैरिटी होगा तो ग्रोथ होगा, ग्रोथ होगा तो करियर होगा. ये हमारा आपसे वादा है. आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू सीइंग यू एट करियर अर्थ.